you go. Oh, you know how I've been.
What's good to y'all? I am back with another video. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So, today I have a reaction video. Who doesn't love a good reaction video, right? I am going to be reacting to Gluttony because I feel like we've kind of gotten out this stage of this like peak of entertainment where like gluttony on TikTok on the rise. It's kind of like people have kind of, I feel like the whole like shock of it has gone down. But I haven't forgot. I have not forgot. It was really big on TikTok, on YouTube with the ASMR videos and the mukbangs. It was at its peak there. And then I feel like TikTok kind of just like launched that bitch. It's kind of died down. Like I said, the shock of it. But I want to revisit it. You know, I looked at white people food recipes. Why don't I react to gluttony, gluttonous recipes or gluttonous videos? I think that should be interesting switch up. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna be reacting to them from TikTok. We are live. Okay, this first video, it says Gluttony of America. Honestly, this isn't just an American problem. I'm seeing Korean people do this too. And mukbangs started from Asian people. So I feel like it's not inherently an American problem, but I definitely think that like being that everything is bigger in America, I feel like Americans definitely was like, huh, yeah, for sure, yep. See, I don't like this because why are they making it like look good? It's fried butter, but my God. My God. And like the texture sound just raw. Oh, that was all butter, honey. That was all butter. That can taste good. Like butter is good when it's like a minimal amount, but you just eating like a lump of butter. It's just like, how do you even fry butter? And it's not even like they're eating like a little bit. Right, and a glass of water to, you know, wash it down, right? Like that's gonna help your arteries. This girl, I don't even know what to say about this girl. That's 10 patties. And then candy coated orange chipotle. Why orange? And why is it candy coated? Oh, with, okay, Doritos and pickles. I know that's gotta add a good crunch though. Is that like weird for me to say? Yeah, this girl, she be eating her butt off. They gotta be chewing it and then spitting it out, cause I feel like that's not humanly possible. Them burritos get you full just off one, of course, cause it's a burrito. So to eat a burrito and then essentially another burrito, but it's just deconstructed, is like, okay. Am I the only one who's like not bothered by like the sounds of people chewing, specifically in ASMR? I actually like food ASMR. Am I weird? I actually like food ASMR. So like I can watch a mukbang or like an ASMR food video and be like fully content. I love watching people eat. They just be making it look good. Even when it look nasty, they make it look good. And honestly, it's perfect advertisement because there's so many things that I've seen people make and then eat on mukbangs. And they be making it look so good. And it's like, dang, maybe I need to go out and try it. That's how I found tteokbokki. That's how I found out about enoki mushrooms. That's how I found those. And I found out I really like those. So honestly, like mukbangs are like really good advertisement, which is another reason why I think they do so well on like social media. Because social media is a perfect place to like market stuff.
Dang, she eating some Taco Bell. That look good. I ain't had no Taco Bell in years. Let me go grab some.
It's perfect marketing. Oh my god, it's a whole page called Gluttony of America. She also make food look really good. She be having the biggest king crab. Now this girl, I be seeing her all the time. What is that? Can you believe I used to be vegan? So what, you turned from being vegan for views? That's what it's seeming like. I thought that was a lamb chop. How you find this? Is that steak or is that a lamb chop? I've never seen steak on a bone like that. How is it so big? Must be a big ass cow. I want some steak now. No. I'm supposed to be disgusted. I'm supposed to be disgusted. I want some steak. Hello? You just eating chocolate straight out the... With some simple syrup? Is that simple syrup? Healthy living? Healthy? Hashtag healthy? Not B loves life. Ooh, is that igusi? Does she gotta get a close up on her mouth though?
Some of y'all missed the memo. I think it skipped a few generations. Some of y'all just don't get it. Have y'all mama ever told y'all, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all? I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
Do we have to get a close up of your mouth?
You got something to say about me eating this igusi soup. You ain't
Maybe because you stopping and staring into the camera with like every like other sentence. Damn. Damn. Why he shaking? It must be hot. Ooh, he clean that chicken clean off the bone. Damn. It's already got like cooked down sugar like on it. Why do you need more sugar? I get it's for the crunch, but damn.
Y'all are eating these chips, processed foods. You guys are going out to eat all the fucking time on every fucking lunch break, and then you wonder why you're having cancer and diabetes and all these other issues. And I'm not saying that is exclusively because of the food that you eat, but baby, think back on it, think back at it. Cancer rates are rising, like astronomically. What's one of the main differences between our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation, and our generation? I will tell you, the fact that there was home-cooked meals. First off, motherfuckers didn't have money to go out and eat every single day. They didn't have that McDonald's money. That's where that phrase come from. You were at home. You were eating foods at home. You were eating home-cooked meals. You weren't eating all those preservatives. You weren't eating all those other things. So many things in today's generation cause all types of health issues. By eating and consuming these foods every day, you're doing nothing but adding to your chances of getting it.
I do wonder, like, is that true? Like, there's a difference between our generation and the generations before us? Because if, at least in the Black community, as far as I'm concerned, I thought it was that the generations before us have, like, really, really, really bad, like, streak of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, stomach cancer, high cholesterol, things like that. I thought that the generations before us actually really, really struggled with that. Like, I know like, yeah, we had home cooked meals and stuff like that, but it's also like, what was in those home cooked meals? Because you think of collard greens, mac and cheese, fried catfish, fried chicken, beef, like all of these things that aren't actually really good for you. It's like, is that really true that the generations before us are so much more, I don't know, inclined to I wonder like how true that would be compared to the generation now. But I also do agree that the generation now does really struggle with eating out. It's being advertised to us more, I guess, than they would have like back in the day, especially since now that we have social media, things are being marketed like here, there, everywhere. Like you can't really escape from advertisements of, you know, eat out places. And especially with the mukbangs and the ASMR, it's promoting these restaurants and it's normalizing the idea of takeout. And then I'm like, dang, like, yeah, like I don't really eat home cooked meals as much as I should. My like meals every day, a lot of times it's takeout because I work more than I used to. You know, I live with my grandparents. My grandparents are getting older. I don't have the time to cook. And so it's like the most convenient option for me right now is to go grab something from Chipotle, go grab something from here and from there. And then also I think just a matter of like laziness too. People are getting more lazy. Now you can just DoorDash something and it comes right to your door from like a fast food restaurant. You couldn't really do that back in the day. Or, you know, then there's a whole aspect of drive-throughs. So much more convenient, but it also makes you so much more lazy. So, yeah, just food for thought. No pun intended.
You understand? And let me stop y'all. I do not be making the best choices all the time either. Like, you know me, I give me a little bit of hooky hook, you know? I give me a little dranky drink. Like, we all fall short. But to eat out every fucking day, talking about food, we're gonna call a spade a spade. Y'all are really fucking yourselves up, right? And working out is good for you. A lot of bitches who get BBLs, I'm saying what I've seen with my own two eyes, these bitches don't be working out. So it's like you're doing everything for a look, for an aesthetic. You're getting this lipo for a look, for an aesthetic. Instead of worrying about what your body is telling you, you are big for a fucking reason. You're not shaped the way that you're supposed to be for a reason, whether it be genetic, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, you're just not lifting weights, whether you're not putting in the work, whether you're not exercising, you are unhealthy.
I think people kind of ignore why people eat so much. People want it to be kind of like malicious, like, oh, like you just like, you know, putting terrible things in your body, like how dare you. If someone is like very, very like big and they're stuffing their face, you know, back to back to back, I would honestly like wonder like what is the psychological reason for that. It's a lot of things that go on in people's lives. I wish people would treat eating habits like how we treat addictions, other addictions, like alcohol or sugar or just like drug addictions or anything like that. Good food gives the brain a rush of happy chemicals. It gives like it can give the same rush. And if you're dealing with a lot in life, that rush, you know, obviously makes you feel better because those are happy chemicals. And I feel like it's more than just, oh, like, for some people it might be, but I feel like a lot of times it's more than just, oh, like I'm eating bad, let me stop. A lot of times it's a reason why people might eat like a lot. When it comes to mukbangs, like on TikTok and stuff, I feel like that's a matter of for views, for attention, for likes, for financial gain or what have you. But I mean, like what sane person is doing those things just for likes and views? It's got to be something deeper than that. No, like sane person or a person in their right mind would be doing that. And obviously like that's not like an excuse, like, you know, like people should, you know, do what they can to do things better for their body. But it's also like, I just wish we would give people more empathy. It's so many things that happen in people's lives. And like I said, I just wish people would stop looking at it as like, oh, you know, from the surface, like, oh, you're just putting things in your body. Why are you doing that? Like, you're not meant to da 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 da. Instead of being like, well, why is this person, you know, stuffing their face back to back to back? That's not a normal thing. Like, I was watching this movie called The Whale, and it was about this fat guy. He was a teacher. He was in a relationship with a man, but I think the man died. Yeah, the man passed away. His daughter and his like ex-wife didn't want anything to do with him. He cheated on her with the man. She didn't know he was gay. And it just like ended their relationship, and then his partner passed away. And he kind of just ate himself to death. Essentially, he overfed himself because food gave him a sense of happiness in a time where he was really depressed and really lonely. He was lonely and he didn't have anybody else. So I feel like food was kind of his company. Food was the thing that kept him going. But I mean, there's, you know, consequences to you know, eating so much. I just feel like you never know what's going on in somebody's situation. There's a reason for everything, and I just feel like I wish people would be more empathetic towards things like gluttony and the way that they do everything else. Because food, honestly, food can be an addiction. There is a such thing as an addiction to food. Someone said, you know, somebody commented, y'all, it's a process. It's not a cold turkey thing, because this is an addiction. But definitely start somewhere. Exactly. Because I feel like people kind of like nudge their noses into people's business and they don't look into a why. They kind of just like make assumptions and like immediately start criticizing with no, like, again, like no knowledge of what's going on. People are just like, oh, just stop eating like that then. It's for some people, for a lot of people, it's not that easy. You actually, it's like she said, it's a process. And like I said, like for me, it's like I go out and I do eat like shit because I eat a lot of fast food, but that's because it's convenient for me, and I really don't have time in my day to like squeeze in like actual cooked meals, because when I get home from work I'm tired. And then like I said, like my grandparents don't cook and they do what they do, and that might be an excuse to some people, but what I'm saying is that everybody's situation is different. Some people cannot just stop cold turkey and just give it all up, because not everybody's lifestyle is like that. But at the same time, I would say you do have to start somewhere, because if the food you're eating is making you feel bad, then you do have to be the one to be like, hey, like, you know, I have to take care of myself. Like, this is my body. And, you know, you should want to feel good and take care of your body. But again, it's a process. And not everybody is in the right headspace. Not everyone knows how to start. Some people are actually already in the process of doing it. Some people need to mind their business. So yeah, I didn't mean to go on that whole spiel, but I just had to say it because that video is like, I like agree with you, but like, I just feel like it's so much more than what's at the surface, you know? I think I'm gonna end this video off there. I feel like that's like a good like wrapping up moment, you know? With that being said, take care of yourselves, okay? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.